Have you ever noticed a moment where time seems to stand completely still just for the two of them? In the final seconds of the event, just as the camera started turning away, that's exactly when the most heart-wrenching thing happened. A slow, silent gesture that screams so loudly about their bond. Jungkook was caught on camera doing something that made so many ARMYs hold their breath. You're going to be shocked when you see this hidden little detail. Hello K-pop lovers! Welcome back to the Taekook Diary channel, the place where we share heartwarming moments and fascinating stories about Taehyung and Jungkook that always make ARMYs lose their focus. An extraordinary scene has happened once again, successfully sending our entire social media timelines into an absolute frenzy. This time, the main spotlight falls on the final seconds of a deeply emotional event for both BTS and ARMY. As the stage spotlights began to dim and the members prepared to step down, the atmosphere that was once filled with loud cheers slowly transitioned into something much quieter and intimate. Right in the middle of that fading crowd noise, eagle-eyed fans caught an interaction that truly tugs at the heartstrings. Taehyung was seen standing slightly to the side, his gaze a bit soft as if he was absorbing all the energy from that long, exhausting night. His body language showed fatigue, yet he still radiated this incredible charm. And of course, who else is the most sensitive to the slightest changes in Taehyung if not Jungkook? The younger member hadn't taken his eyes off him the entire time. Jungkook, who was initially a few steps behind with the other members, suddenly separated himself from the group. With very slow and calculated steps, he walked closer to Taehyung. His pace wasn't rushed, as if he didn't want to burst the bubble of tranquility that was wrapping around his favorite Hyung. A lot of ARMYs on Twitter and TikTok immediately started analyzing Jungkook's body language in this specific moment. His gaze was straightforward, locked onto a single point, completely ignoring the paparazzi cameras or fan sites that were still faithfully recording from a distance. The silence between the two of them seemed to create a private universe that couldn't be penetrated by anyone else. When the distance between them was reduced to mere centimeters, Jungkook didn't say a single word. He just tilted his head slightly, making sure his position was incredibly close to Taehyung. This silent gesture instantly made the hearts of the viewers who noticed it beat so much faster. This is exactly where the defining moment happened, a slow-motion sequence that instantly makes your chest feel tight from pure emotion. Jungkook's right hand slowly reached out, gently pulling at the back of Taehyung's shoulder. The touch wasn't rough, nor was it too forceful, rather, it was incredibly careful and fiercely protective. It was as if he was transferring his energy and a sense of absolute comfort without needing to speak a single syllable. Taehyung, fully aware of Jungkook's presence, didn't pull away at all. On the contrary, his body responded so naturally, subtly leaning his own weight into Jungkook's direction. The quiet friction between the jackets they were wearing seemed to be the only sound left in the middle of that deeply intimate moment. This scene was clearly captured by a fan's camera from a side angle, showing just how comfortable Taehyung is when Jungkook takes over the space around him. But wait, there is one specific detail that is far more surprising and will make you even more curious. Let's pay closer attention to the fan cam footage that has been zoomed in and slowed down by several major Taekook accounts. If you look closely at the direction of Jungkook's gaze, his eyes aren't looking out at the stage or the audience anymore. Those big, doe eyes continuously watched Taehyung's side profile with a look that was deeply profound and intensely protective. Jungkook seemed to want to make sure that Taehyung was doing okay after such an exhausting schedule. His gesture of staying practically glued to him in those final minutes acted as a signal that he is the safest place to lean on. Even when the staff started directing the artists to quickly return to the waiting rooms, Jungkook firmly held his position. He didn't step away, instead, his body moved even closer, creating an invisible protective wall for Taehyung against the intrusive camera flashes surrounding them. The romantic and protective atmosphere blended perfectly into one, leaving so many fans in happy tears watching this clip. Naturally, the internet instantly exploded the moment this short clip spread widely across various platforms. Numerous hashtags about Taekook immediately trended in dozens of countries in just a matter of hours. So many ARMYs left emotional comments in the reply sections. There was one comment from a netizen that garnered thousands of likes, which read, "The way Jungkook sticks to Taehyung isn't just like a younger brother. but like someone whose entire world revolves around that one single person. This comment perfectly represents exactly what we're all feeling. We all know they have been together for over a decade, surviving all kinds of obstacles and the immense pressure of the entertainment industry. However, seeing the pure gentleness that has never faded between them brings a very special warmth to our hearts. This slow but steady clinging gesture is clear proof of the deep connection they share, and the best part isn't even over yet, because there was another tiny moment in the backstage hallway. As they turned around to walk into the slightly dim backstage hallway, a staff camera accidentally caught their silhouettes from a distance. While the other members walked and spread out, Taehyung and Jungkook stayed on the exact same path, their shoulders occasionally brushing against each other. The cinematic vibe from the hallway lighting made this moment look straight out of a scene from a romance movie. Jungkook was seen leaning in slightly, whispering something right into Taehyung's ear. We obviously couldn't hear what he was saying, but Taehyung's reaction is more than enough of an answer for us. Taehyung's signature boxy smile grew wide, his eyes crinkled up in pure happiness, and he gave a soft little nod. Jungkook's gentle touch then seamlessly shifted down to Taehyung's waist, guiding him away from the bustling crowd with a vibe that was both protective and incredibly tender. This transition moment from the stage to the backstage area truly showcases the most honest side of their interaction. Witnessing this entire sequence of events makes us realize one very fundamental truth about their relationship. That slow gesture in the final minute was not something fabricated or staged to get a reaction from the cameras. It was a subconscious reflex born out of an incredibly strong sense of care. In the K-pop world, which is so often filled with scripts and sky-high expectations, finding a closeness that is this pure and unfiltered is an absolute joy for us as fans. Taekook always manages to show that their love language doesn't require grand, loud proclamations. A gentle touch on the shoulder, a deep gaze, and bodies naturally leaning into one another when the world feels too loud is more than enough. Well, those were the incredible details of Jungkook and Taehyung's slow, deeply emotional moment in the final minutes that successfully stirred all of our feelings. It really makes your chest feel tight from being so moved, doesn't it? I'm sure you guys also have your own perspectives on their body language in that video. What do you guys think Jungkook whispered to Taehyung as they were walking down that backstage hallway? Drop your theories and thoughts down in the comments section below, let's discuss it together. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed our warm chat today, and make sure you're subscribed to the Taekook Diary channel so you never miss out on the latest updates and sweet moment analyses. Please share this video with your fellow armies or in your group chats so they can feel the emotions too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me until the end, stay healthy always, and see you in the next Taekook video, which is guaranteed to be just as exciting.